children, good morning. How are you? Hope everything is going on well. Today we have to go into the lesson. Every success story is also a story of great failures. If you look into the history, we can see many great people, those who have succeeded in their life, but had gone through many failures. But we don't agree that they have gone through failures. We just say that, oh, they had great luck. Is it? And at the same time, we see many people, those who give up when they face with failures. So the mentality of the people or the mindset of the people decide these two. Some people, even though they get failures, they go on working until they get success. But another group, when they get failures, they think that they can't succeed and they give up. So, always failures are the stepping stone to success. We have to face it because failures give us courage. Failures make us a human. This gives us a courage for facing all the difficulties in our life. So before going to the lesson, let us see about the compiler, the author, who compiled the story of great personalities in this lesson. Okay, Shivakera, he was born on 23rd August 1961. When he was born, 23rd August 1961. Okay, where he was born? Dhanbad, Jharkhand, India. Okay, now he was born in India. In which place? In the Jharkhand state. Which place? Dhanbad. And actually, what is his profession? Now he is an author and also a motivational speaker. Shivakera is an author as well as a motivational speaker. And his notable works are Living with Honor and You Can Win. And there are many other writings of his own. Okay, I'm coming into his mission. His mission is to ensure freedom through education and justice. What is his mission? To ensure freedom through education and justice. Let us learn little more about Shivakera now. Shivakera was born in a business family that operated coal mines. But in 1973 June, all the coal mine got nationalized. That means government took its control. And what about these people? Did government provide any job for them? No. They go through the streets. They lost their everything. They came into utter poverty. In one of his speeches, Shivakera says like this: he had to sell his furniture to feed his family. So think about the poverty of those people. Not only Shivakera, many people, thousands of people, they suffered like that. Shivakera tried for many business in India, but everything failures. Finally, he was sponsored by his sister from Canada. He went there. After going there too, he did not get a job. Finally, he had to work as a car washer. He tried for many jobs, but not successful. In that time only, he heard the speech of Norman Vincent Peale, a motivational speaker he is. Actually, that only changed Shivakera's life. Thomas Alva Edison says like this: genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Are you ready to work hard? some famous people who achieved success from repeated failures. They are Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Alva Edison, Wright brothers, Colonel Sanders, Lee De Forest, Walt Disney, and Henry Ford. We shall learn in detail about these all persons. Everyone, they went through many failures after they got the success. So we must be ready to accept the failures if we want to get success. Okay, let us learn about these people in detail. Okay, now let us go into the lesson. Every success story is also a story of great failures. Okay, first of all, let us see the first paragraph. Failure is the highway to success. Tom Watson Sr. said, if you want to succeed, double your failure rate. So first of all, let us see who is Tom Watson Sr. Thomas J. Watson Sr. Here, Tom Watson Sr. in short. He was an American businessman and served as chairman and CEO of International Business Machine Corporation. We call in short IBM. So he was the chairman and CEO of IBM. When he was born on 17th February 1874 in New York and died on 19th June 1956. Okay, you may be thinking that what is IBM? Actually, IBM has operation in over 117 countries. Now it's a multinational company. It's an IT company, sells software, hardware, also in the consulting service. Failure is the stepping stone to success. The person who is ready to go through failures, the one who is ready to accept it, will be having the success in his life. If one is not ready to accept the failures, he will not get success. So if you love success, why don't we accept the failures? Tom Watson Sr., who is a person, is from salesman to sales manager and later became the chairman of the biggest company and the CEO of the biggest company, that is IBM. So, in his words, if we want success, we have to double our failure rate. If we are ready to increase or accept the failures, success will come automatically. That only he is saying. We have to double our failures. Means we have to try again and again. I learned in the first lesson, isn't attitude is altitude. Whenever we get failures, again try. Try again and again to win. We must be having the burning desire to win. If you are having the burning desire to win, we shall certainly win. So, Tom Sr. is saying like this, double your failure rate. Are you ready to try again and again? Or are you going to quit? Are you going to give up? If you're going to give up, you won't achieve in your life. Okay, my dear children, tell me now, are you going to follow Tom Sr.? Are you going to become a successful personality? I hope the same from you. Means I'm not telling you that you have to go for failures. When we are trying, that will be on the way. That will be on the way of the success. Suppose if you want first rank in your class, okay, somebody is studying better than you, and you have increased your working hours, and in the unit 1, you did not get first rank. You got 1 mark less than him or her. What are you going to do then? You may try once again. You will try some more time more. You will be trying to defeat him or her this time. So second unit came. That time also, you are getting 1 mark less than that person. Will you try the next time? That will say failures will be on the way. If you are trying the next time also, that time you will be the winner. Don't forget. So always we must be ready to accept it. Don't think that, oh, I may not get it. If you are failing, if you are not getting first rank for that person, I am trying a lot, but I am not getting. So I won't try at all. That is not good. Whatever condition I am just said about an example about your examination. But in our life, whatever be the situation, if you like to win, you should love failures. You should accept failures. Will you say me? Okay, coming to the second paragraph. If you study history, you will find that all stories of success are also stories of great failures. But people don't see the failures. They only see one side of the picture and they say that person got lucky. He must have been in the right place at the right time. It is very clear, no? All of us say like that. When a person may be becoming an IAS officer or maybe becoming a scientist, or when a person who is achieving the Nobel Prize or something of that sort, we say only one thing. Oh, he must have been at the right place at the right time. Is it true, my dear children? A person has to go through hard work, difficulties to achieve success. It is not a mere luck. We can't say that he might have been in the right place at the right time. It is not the right place or the right time. It is his mind set to work hard. It is his mind set to accept the failures, make him a successful man. Okay? So, if you study history, you'll find that all stories of success are all stories of great failures. You'll come across such personalities in this lesson. But we are not ready to accept that. We are only ready to say that they are lucky. Never say in that way. Okay. Now, coming into the third paragraph, let me share someone's life history with you. This was a man who failed in business at the age of 21. Was defeated in a legislature race at age 22. Failed again in business at age 24. Overcame the death of his sweetheart at age 26. Had a nervous breakdown at age 27. Lost a congressional race at age 34. Lost a senatorial race at age 45. Failed in an effort to become vice president at age 47. Lost a senatorial race at age 49. And was elected President of the United States at age of 52. Okay, you might have got the person. Who is that person? Yes, he is Abraham Lincoln. Okay, let us learn in brief about Abraham Lincoln. Okay, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of USA. Okay, at 52, at the age of 52, he became the President of America. Okay, Abraham Lincoln, when he was born on 12th February 1809. Where he was born? In Kentucky, in US. And he got assassinated. In the political issues, he got assassinated. And when he was got assassinated, 15th April 1865. He got assassinated on 15th April 1865. Okay, let us see about his failures. 1831, failed in business. 1831, failed in business. And 1832, ran for state legislature and lost. Okay, let us learn about this legislature and Congress, senatorial race, everything I will tell you. Before that, let us go into these points. Okay, so he stood for state legislature and he lost it. So in that election, he lost. 1832. Also lost his job. Wanted to go to law school, but could not get in. He wanted to go to law school, but that also he did not get. He lost the job. He lost an election. In 1833, he borrowed some money from a friend to begin a business, and by the end of the year, he was bankrupt. Means became utter poverty. He spent the next 17 years of his life paying off his debt. So 17 years of his life he spent for paying his debt because of borrowing money from his friend. And 1835, he was engaged to be married, but the person, the lady to whom he was engaged, she died. Sweetheart died. Before marriage, she got died, and his heart was broken. And he got nervous breakdown due to the death of his sweetheart in 1836. 1835 she died, and 1836 he had a total nervous breakdown and was in bed for 6 months. He overcame that also. 1838 he sought to become Speaker of the state legislature and got defeated. Okay, he wanted to become the Speaker of the state legislature, but he got defeated in that also. In 1843, he ran for Congress but lost. He stood for Congress, but he lost. And 1848, again he stood for re-election to Congress but lost. 1849, sought the job of land officer in his home state, but he got rejected. 1854, again stood for State of the United States, Senate of the United States, but he got lost in that election also. He could not win. He tried for the Senate. 1856, sought the vice presidential nomination at his party's national convention and get less than 100 votes. 1858, ran for US Senate again. Again he lost. So 1860, finally he was elected as the President of the United States. This is the story of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of America. All persons say a lucky person. He became the American President. Have you seen about his failures? Okay, first of all, I should say you, what is this state legislature, Congress and the Senate and all, should I say you? See, actually coming to India, we are having parliament in the central level, and in the state level, we are having the legislative assembly. Is it or not? So, Congress is equal to our parliament in America. That is the highest legislature in US. When we say parliament, for them it is Congress. And we know that in parliament, we are having upper house and lower house. Right or not? So, we call it as Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So, that Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, here it is Senate and House of Representatives. Senate is the Rajya Sabha and House of Representatives, that is equal to Lok Sabha, that means lower house. So, again, it is called state legislature. we are having in our state level, we are having the bicameral system in some of the states, and in some states we are having the unicameral system. That means we are having Vidhana Sabha in some states, and in some states we are having state council also. Okay, Vidhana Parishad. So that only for state legislature means he stood for state legislative assembly. For the election he stood. He ran means stood. So that is equal to our state legislative assembly. State legislative assembly, state legislative council. If it is bicameral. If it is unicameral, there will be only state legislative assembly. Okay. So he stood for the state legislature. Did he win? No. See here. Let me share someone's life history with you. So Shivakera wants to share the life history of someone. Who is that someone here? Who is someone here? Abraham Lincoln. Okay, now let me share. Who is me? Who is me in the passage? Shivakera. He is saying to us. Okay. This was a man. This was a man. Who is this man? Abraham Lincoln, who failed in business at the age of 21. He got defeated in business at the age of 21. At the age, everywhere see age before what is used at the age of 21, at the age of 22, at the age of 24. Okay, so you should remember this. And was defeated in legislative race. Race means election. So in the state legislative assembly election, let us say that assembly election, he got defeated. When that time he was 22 years. Failed again in business at the age of 24. Again 24 years, when he was 24 years, he failed in business. Overcame the death of his sweetheart at the age of 26. His sweetheart, that means the person whom he was going to marry or whom he was engaged, she died at the age of 26. And because of that, he had a nervous breakdown at the age of 27. He overcame that also. After that, he stood for the congressional race. Already I told you, congressional race means Congress means equal to a parliament. Is having two houses, upper house and lower house. So congressional race, that means for the parliament election, he stood but lost. And as a part of Congress, senatorial, Senate is a part of, for the upper house of Congress. So he stood for the Senate. Every 2 years, the 1/3 of the members will be elected again. So he stood for the Senate, but he got defeated at the age of 45 and failed in an effort to become vice president at the age of 47. Again, he lost a senatorial race at the age of 14. Again, he stood for the election into the Senate, but he got defeated. Senate and House of Representatives are the two parts of the or bicameral system of Congress in America. Okay, now. So, and was elected president of the United States at the age of 50. So, this man was Abraham Lincoln. Okay, would you call him a failure now? Or would you call him a successful man? He could have quit. He could have given up. Did he give up? No. But to Lincoln, defeat was a deter. Deter means a long route. It was a long route to success. He took it as a long route for starting itself as a failure is a highway to success. So, for Abraham Lincoln, this defeat was a deter and not a dead end. It was not an end for his journey for success. It was not an end for the journey for success. But it was a long route. It was a deter, means it was a long route for him to success. So, my dear kids, you should also learn about people like him. You should read about people like him. And you should get inspired. And you should also become a successful person in your career, in your life.